Cheryl MacKinnon's here to talk travel and much sunnier destinations than what we're seeing outside our City TV studios.
One would hope, right?
Yes.
Although, you know, Jody, honestly, we're talking about cruising right now, and we're going to talk a little bit about Vancouver and the cruise ships that are here. And so if you were leaving right now to go on a cruise to Alaska out of Vancouver, you might be thinking, but I have to tell you, from what I've heard, I haven't done the Alaska cruise yet. I know you haven't either, but
one of my best girlfriends worked that cruise line and said, and she does the Caribbean, she's done the whole, everywhere around the world, and she has said it might be the most beautiful she's ever seen.
Unbelievable scenery all up the coast of BC, but then you get into Alaska, the glaciers, the water, everything, it's beautiful. But what I wanted to share first off is that don't hesitate if the weather is bad. It doesn't matter. We'll talk a little bit about Alaska, but this is cruise season. Nothing finer living in Vancouver, as you know, going down to the beach on a sunny summer night, picnic and watching those beautiful ships sail out under Lionsgate. Well, I just did on my radio show, we've done a mini-series on cruising, and I was talking to some representatives from Tourism Vancouver and also the port, and I was quite interested to know how much money actually comes into our city with all of those ships. And I have to tell you, we've got our viz running right now just on what it's like to be on a ship.
We'll come back to that. City, right?
It is completely.
But I want to hear what you're saying.
$2 million per ship.
Per ship?
Approximately coming into our city in economic development with all those gorgeous ships. We've got over 235 ships coming in 2013. And there's close to 700,000 people coming this summer alone. So pretty impressive. So cruising, let's talk quickly about cruising, because you saw there. It is like a floating city. The tag for cruising is you unpack once.
I like that.
And you're pampered from morning, noon to night. Who wouldn't want to do it with any of the lines like Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, who both do the cruise ship tours out of Vancouver right near to Alaska. It's the only way to go, and they're fantastic. Right now there's some tremendous specials going on, and I was talking with Wayne, part of our team here, and I understand Russ was just away.
He was just on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and he said he loved the fact that he was a sit by the pool, kind of just relax, read a book kind of guy, while his kids were karaokeing and going to movies, and and you don't have to worry about it.
And that's the best thing. And I guess the biggest thing, well, worry being prominent, right? But also not to have to see them, but see them and know that they're having a ball, and then you all come together for your meals at night. Just the whole way a cruise is set up. People refer to it a little bit like being at an all-inclusive resort, but this is a little bit magical in the sense that it's taken up a notch. You are really pampered from morning, noon to night. There's generally a couple of crew members to each guest, and so you don't want for anything. You know, people are making your beds and cleaning your rooms every day.
And you never see them, because they travel in completely different hallways. So it's not like you're stumbling over each other. It's a little bit, for those of us of the era, it's a little bit Love Boat. You kind of feel like, but you kind of feel like everybody's sparked up and fired up, and the food is fantastic.
It really is.
Russ kept patting his belly this morning.
That's one of the draws. So there's three key things that people really find about cruising is the convenience. Everything's there. You're treated so well. You're treated with such respect. The ports of call, yes, take the trips off the ship with the boat if you think your family may take off and you're not going to make it back in time. But a little insider secret is that you can do the research before you go and do ship or shore tours once you get there on your own. Just always be conscious of making it back to the ship on time.
That's big. And we only have 15 seconds here, but so it's quick. But the one tip that you would give those going on a cruise, because I know there are a lot of people like myself who might be a little claustrophobic, and you get an inside suite, an inside room, can be a little bit like, make sure you know what you're signing up for.
I couldn't agree with you more, definitely. And right now, with all the specials that are on, and I have to give a shout out of love to our partners in this segment, with Sears Travel and Encore Cruises, because they've got phenomenal pricing right now for Europe and Alaska. And you can get that outside veranda, you can get that view, and you've got a great cabin and
or even a little pothole, or porthole pothole.
I agree.
Porthole, so you can get a little natural light. You know, that's one of my girlfriend Sandra, who works on the cruise lines. I always ask her about her what her view is. It makes me nervous. But I would love
agree.
to go.
Yeah.
It's like a floating city. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, thank you.
And thank
Great
you,
to be
Sears
here.
Travel. And we look forward to having you back again soon. Cheryl, of course,
Thank
our
you.
travel expert here on Breakfast Television. Michelle?
Yeah, that's a
Cruising.
big discount for those rooms with the potholes in it.